what can I make? What can I adjust to make this more, yeah, better in for color theory?
Okay, so in this image, what's your subject?
So we have the sci-fi goggles, and this is the foreground, the main subject, and the rest on the desk and in the background. This is just filling up the scene with stuff that completes the scene to have more detail.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the main focus should be on the sci-fi style. We have this building place, so someone is setting up this goggles. This is just
Okay.
yeah.
So the goggles themselves are the subject, but it's a quite a large subject, right? It takes up, I would say, maybe at least a third of the image.
Yeah.
So within these goggles, what is the subject that we would like to look at? Because it's a lot of elements. You have a red light here that's standing out because it's contrasted against the green circuit board. You have more red here that's standing against the green reflection here. So we should think about that as well. Everything in unison. The subject needs to be clearly recognizable as such, right? And stand out from everything else.
So you think because I have the same tonal range for the whole image, someone would look at this and maybe don't know that it's about the goggles?
No, I don't say that that's the case. There's not two extremes that we move in between. Like, I don't see the goggles or I see the goggles. It's more like this image to me is cluttered. It has no clear subject that my eye immediately recognizes and is drawn to. I look at it and I see the goggles, and I see the goggles on the background on the laptop, and then I see the parts that are lying everywhere, and all these elements have the same value to me, to my eyes. Not to me as in the sense that I am thinking about them and they're all the same value in monetary sense or something, but for my eye, they all have the same value. So they don't stand out, none of them.
Okay. So if I say the parts from this ear thing, this red ring, the one in the background is the same as the one in the foreground because it's part of the same object.
Yes.
So I can't change the color because then it wouldn't fit. A car has two doors and both doors
Yeah.
has
Yeah, but
should have the same color. So
you're not.
how can I make the goggles in the middle pop out more when they should have the same color?
Lighting. I mean, your object color is irrelevant to the end effect of the image, right? You can have everything the same material in a technical sense, speaking in Blender terms, right? With the same RGB value.
Yeah.
But by changing the lighting and how this image is lit, you change the end effect color value of these things. You can make them more desaturated by putting a mist in here. And
Okay.
changing or adding volumetric lighting, a range of things. It's really not, I'm not asking you or thinking that you should be changing the material colors. That's not what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Okay, so maybe I should have a kind of desk lamp that has the spot directly on the goggles. So the rest should be lower lit.
Yeah, and sometimes there are situations where you would want to decrease certain emission values to adjust the lighting so it is slightly less standing out less, like with this monitor in the back where the blueprint of the goggles is on. I think it would if you darken the entire scene, and it's gonna stand out even more. So you would need to lower the emission on that by quite a bit, so it's not overpowering.
And when I say, okay, the LED on the circuit board is lighting, so you think this takes too much attention. But I want to say that the goggle is not finished, but it's a kind of it's powered, and the later on. So this is the first step in having a product that works. You know what I mean? the inventor has connected in somehow, and the first testing is positive. Everything works correctly.
Okay, does the LED need to be red for that to be the case?
I don't know. Maybe I think I thought it should be red because I have here this red-green theme. So I have the contrast, the red lamp against the green board.
Yeah, but the contrast draws attention. That's the thing, right? If you don't think about that, I need to use red and green because that is a contrast. It's more like, I want to have a contrast on this thing. What colors can I use to make this?
Mm-hmm. So when I say a green LED has just another value for brightness,
Mm-hmm.
and takes less attraction. So I have more attraction on the red frame for this green glass, maybe.
Yeah, for example. I mean, like I said, you're in control, but think about it in the way that I want to showcase this element. What can I use to make it stand out from everything else that's in the scene? And then where is my the viewer's eye supposed to go next? And that's the secondary values that you use, right? And that's how you light the scene, and that's how you add or use the colors to differentiate.
Okay.